News Channel 21's Joe Burns has been covering this story since it first broke. He joins us now live from the neighborhood where all of this happened with an update. Joe?
Our Joe Burns watched the debate with them. He joins us now with some local reaction. Joe?
Our Joe Burns has more.
Our Joe Burns was at the airport this morning. He's here now with more. Joe?
And Joe Burns joins us now with more. Joe?
Joe Burns is here to tell you. Joe?
Joe Burns talked to local leaders today about the race. Joe?
A presidential election year brings with it a spotlight on politics. For us, the man at the center of it all, our political reporter, Joe Burns. He joins us now with a recap of the past year. Joe?
Joe Burns joins us now with more on what does this mean. Joe?
And News Channel 21's Joe Burns is here to take a look back. Joe?
News Channel 21's Joe Burns went to their last gathering before the midterm elections and joins us now with more. Joe?
Joe Burns joins us now with more on that. Joe?
Our Joe Burns talked to a nationally known capital punishment expert and viewers about this decision. He joins us now with their reactions. Joe?
Well, Joe Burns is here to tell us more about it and the well-known community man. Joe?
Joe Burns joins us now with more on that. Joe?
News Channel 21's Joe Burns talked with Central Oregon lawmakers today about the plan. Joe? And Joe Burns joins us now with this story. Joe?
Our Joe Burns talked with our lawmakers about this historic bill, and not all are happy about it. Joe?
Our political reporter Joe Burns was at COCC watching tonight's debate with a group of college students. He joins us now with what they had to say. Joe?
Your News Channel 21's Joe Burns talks with Central Oregon lawmakers about whether a compromise is a possibility this session.
Joe Burns was at tonight's meeting and is here now with more. Joe?
Joe Burns joins us now with more. Joe?
Joe Burns was there and is here with the story. Joe?
Our political reporter Joe Burns broke down all the big issues. He joins us now with more. Joe?
Our political reporter Joe Burns. He joins us now with a recap of the past year. Joe?
Both of them joined our Joe Burns to watch the address. He joins us now with their reactions. Joe?
Our Joe Burns braved those cold temperatures to watch the people plunge into the water tonight. He's here with the story. Joe?
Our political reporter Joe Burns has been tracking all the major issues going into this session. He's here now with the latest. Joe?
Our political reporter Joe Burns is live for us tonight in our news control room with more. Joe?
Joe Burns talked with one of them. He joins us now with more. Joe?
Our Joe Burns was there tonight. And Joe, what were protesters so upset about? Joe Burns is in news control to tell us about their experience so far in Tampa. Joe? News Channel 21's Joe Burns talked with Central Oregon lawmakers for that answer. Joe?
Our Joe Burns is here with some of the answers. Joe?
Joe Burns talked with local businesses about how they're planning to keep visitors coming this year. Joe?
But our Joe Burns live at the Deschutes County Clerk's office and has more on a new option for him. Joe?
Joe Burns was with the governor today as he toured educational facilities in Bend, and he joins us now with the story. Joe?
That's where our Joe Burns went and talked with students tonight that have benefited from the money raised at those galas. Joe, how was the food?
Our Joe Burns is live at the Sun Mountain Fun Center where they're holding a bipartisan election party. Joe, what is going on down there?
News Channel 21's Joe Burns talked with our delegation in Salem about this issue. He joins us now with more. Joe?
Joe Burns is live for us at City Hall with this story. Joe?
Joe Burns has got details from News Control. Joe?
Joe Burns is live for us at the Deschutes County Clerk's office to tell us about why so few people are actually voting. Joe?
Joe Burns joins us now with more. Joe?
News Channel 21's Joe Burns live at the county clerk's office with the very latest. Joe?
Joe Burns watched the debate with them. And Joe, how are most of them feeling after tonight's debate?
News Channel 21's Joe Burns is live outside the Deschutes County Clerk's office with more and the possibility of a recount. Joe, what happens now?
News Channel 21's Joe Burns has more on what the commissioners hope to hear discussed over in Salem. Joe?
News Channel 21's political reporter Joe Burns is live at the Republican headquarters with Jason Conger, who's running for Oregon State Representative. Joe?
And Joe Burns was there watching some of the events tonight. How did the first day go, Winterfest?
Joe Burns is live tonight with Republicans with some reaction. Joe?
Joe Burns sorted through the numbers and is here to explain. Joe?
Joe Burns is live for us at the Bend Park and Recreation District building. He's got more. Joe?
It's our political reporter Joe Burns is here with the story. Joe?
Our Joe Burns is live for us at the Deschutes Republican Party headquarters with more tonight. Joe?
Lee, local Republicans are...
Joe Burns is live for us at the Republican Party headquarters in Bend with the story. Joe?
Burns is live at the Deschutes County Jail with more on the decision. Joe?
Joe Burns is live for us with the story. Joe?
In Salem, Joe Burns joins us now with their reactions. Joe?
Joe Burns joins us live from News Control with more on what Merkley is doing to reform the filibuster. Joe?
Joe Burns joins us now with more. Joe?
The issue in knocking out a longtime incumbent and the other outcomes. Joe Burns is live for us at City Hall with this story. Joe?
Joe Burns is live in News Control with more. Joe?
That's right, Joe Burns talked with that group today to find out how things have been going and get their thoughts on the latest confrontations. Joe?
Now, several Ben Lapine parents are concerned it's a little misleading. Joe Burns joins us now live with the story. Joe?
That's right. News Channel 21's Joe Burns is live outside the county clerk's office tonight. He joins us now with the very latest. Joe?
Political reporter Joe Burns will be at a Tea Party watch party to get reaction from local voters tonight. For now, he's live for us in News Control with more. Joe?
Joe Burns is at the sheriff's office now with more. Joe?
Our Joe Burns is live at Ben Heroes Memorial Wall tonight. And Joe, how are Central Oregonians celebrating?
Joe Burns is live for us at COCC. Joe?
So News Channel 20's Joe Burns went to talk with neighbors today. He's live in Southwest Bend with the story. Joe?
Joe Burns is live for us in downtown Bend with what they had to say. Joe?
And Joe Burns is live in the newsroom with more. Joe?
Joe Burns joins us live from News Control on what they plan to do. Joe?
Joe Burns is live in the newsroom with an update for us. Joe?
Joe Burns is live in front of that Thriftway store now with more. Joe?
Joe Burns visited with neighbors today who are still surprised. Joe?
News Channel 21's Joe Burns is live at COC with the latest and what the association has to say about it. Joe?
Joe Burns is live in News Control with the latest. Joe?
Joe Burns is live for us at Congressman Greg Walden's office in downtown Bend with more. Joe?
News Channel 20's Joe Burns is live in our News Control room tonight with the latest. Joe?
Joe Burns is live for us at the underpass in Northeast Bend with more. Joe?
Joe Burns is live for us tonight where it all started downtown. Joe?
News Channel 21's Joe Burns live tonight in Redmond with more. And Joe, you've come to the late news on this case, don't you? Some late news?
Joe Burns is live for us at the Deschutes County Courthouse with the story. Joe?
Joe Burns is live at the Deschutes National Forest headquarters where those officials met today. Joe?
Joe Burns is live for us at the scene of the crime, has been following the case. Joe?
Joe Burns is live for us in News Control tonight. And Joe, where are they now?
Joe Burns is live for us in News Control with the story. Joe?
Joe Burns is live in front of Bend City Hall to explain. Joe?
Joe Burns is in News Control to explain what happened. Joe?
Joe Burns is live for us at the 911 service building in Northeast Bend. Joe, what will this levy impact?
Our Joe Burns is in News Control tonight with more on how the trucks are going to help their department. Joe?
Joe Burns was at that meeting. He joins us now live from Mirror Pond with more. Joe?
Joe Burns talked with some of the companies helping fire crews and joins us with the story. Joe?
Our Joe Burns about the decision. He's live in News Control now with more. Joe?
Joe Burns is live in front of Bend High, just one of the schools in need of those projects. Joe?
Joe Burns is live for us at the Bend Park and Recreation District building with more. Joe?
And today, the executive director and council candidates talked with our Joe Burns about the decision. He's live in News Control with the story. Joe?
Joe Burns went to talk with some local riders to get their reaction to these proposed laws. He joins us now with that. Joe?
Joe Burns was there and is here with more. Joe?
Joe Burns talked with Bend's mayor to hear what the council's thinking tonight. He joins us now with that story. Joe?
Our Joe Burns is here with how lawmakers feel about their progress. Joe?
As Joe Burns joins us now with more. Joe?
Our Joe Burns is here with more. Joe?
And our Joe Burns went to find out what they think. Joe?
Joe Burns was at tonight's Bend City Council meeting and is here now to go over what happened with those 3 hot-button issues. Joe?
Our Joe Burns is there. He joins us with more. Joe?
Joe Burns is here now with more about the project and what it means for us. Joe?
Our Joe Burns talked with one of those Geese supporters tonight. He joins us now with more. Joe?
Then our Joe Burns talked with some of the campaigns locally and is here with the story. Joe?
Joe Burns joins us now with more. Joe?
Joe Burns joins us now with more on just what exactly our state legislators can and should not do. Joe?
Joe Burns was there. He joins us now with what they had to say. Joe?
And our Joe Burns joined them at the practice and has more. Joe?
If Joe Burns is here now with more. Joe?
Joe Burns joins us now to explain. Joe?
Joe Burns joins us now to break it all down for us. Joe?
Joe Burns was there as the first cans rolled off the line. He joins us now with more. Joe?
Joe Burns went to find out the answer. He joins us now. Joe?
Joe Burns is live at Riverbend Park in Bend with the story. Hey, Joe.
Joe Burns interviewed the winning coaches and athletes, and he's here now with their story. Joe?
Joe Burns is live for us at a gas station in Bend and joins us with more. Joe?
Joe Burns is live for us at the end of the run leg in Riverbend Park with more. Joe?
Joe Burns talked with employees there today, and he's back now with the story. Joe?
Joe Burns is live for us at the end of that run leg at Riverbend Park with more. Joe?
And Joe Burns is live for us in the Old Mill District with more of the impacts. Joe?
Our Joe Burns is live tonight in front of one of those new houses. Joe?
Joe Burns talked with the executive director today and has the story. Joe?
Joe Burns joins us now at Riverbend Dog Park in the Old Mill District. Joe, what have you been hearing from dog owners?
Our Joe Burns is live in front of the home that received a gift, and he's here to explain. Hey, Joe.
Joe Burns is live in News Control now with more. Joe.
Pine parents are concerned it's a little misleading. Joe Burns joins us now live with the story. Joe.
Joe Burns talked with the local bishop here in Bend for his thoughts on the effectiveness of that program. He joins us now with more. Joe.
Joe Burns is live for us at the Nike factory store here in Bend with the story. Joe.
Joe Burns is here now with more on a plan to reduce that number.
Joe Burns is here with the story. Joe.
Joe Burns joins us now with that side of the story. Joe.
Joe Burns is live from Drake Park where some young immigrants spoke to supporters. What'd they tell you, Joe?
Joe Burns hit the streets to find out. He joins us now with more. Joe.
Joe Burns joins us now with how it's affecting others a day after. Joe.
Joe Burns joins us now with the details. Joe.
Joe Burns joins us now with more. Joe.
Joe Burns toured some of the schools today. He joins us now with more. Joe.
Joe Burns visited with neighbors today who are still on alert. Joe.
Joe Burns joins us now to explain. Joe.
Locally here, things are different. Joe Burns is in News Control to explain for us. Joe.
Joe Burns is here now with more. Joe.
Joe Burns talked with one man who says he'd rather give his money to someone else than to convicts. Joe.
And Joe Burns joins us now with their story. Joe.
Joe Burns sorted through the numbers and is here with more. Joe.
Joe Burns was at that meeting when the decision came down. He joins us now with more. Joe.
Joe Burns is live in studio with both sides of the debate tonight. Joe.
Joe Burns is here with the story. Joe.
Joe Burns was at that meeting today when the decision came down and is here with the story. Joe.
Joe Burns joins us now with more. Joe.
Joe Burns was with the governor today as he toured educational facilities in Bend. He's back with our story tonight. Joe.
Joe Burns talked with a financial expert today to find out. He joins us now with more. Joe.
Salem and our Joe Burns was in Salem and filed this report.
Joe Burns is here with some of the answers. Joe.
Joe Burns is here now with some answers for us. Joe.
Joe Burns joins us now with more. Joe.
In Salem, Joe Burns was there and joins us now with what they had to say. Joe.
News Channel 21's Joe Burns caught up with some young people involved in politics here locally. He joins us now with more. Joe.
And Joe Burns is here to explain. Joe.
News Channel 21's Joe Burns went to the walk. He joins us now with more. Joe.
Our Joe Burns was at the Capitol in Salem yesterday and has this report.
News Channel 21's Joe Burns was at that meeting and has more on what was discussed tonight. Joe.
Joe Burns was there and is here with more. Joe.
News Channel 21's Joe Burns was at that meeting and talked with that new member. He joins us now. Joe.
News Channel 21's Joe Burns is here with the story. Joe.
News Channel 21's Joe Burns was at that meeting. He joins us now with more. Joe.
News Channel 21's Joe Burns spoke with traffic officials today and is here with more. Joe.
And tonight, News Channel 21's Joe Burns spoke with the mother of one of those soldiers. He joins us now with more. Joe.
News Channel 21's Joe Burns talked with the sheriff's office today and has more. Joe.
News Channel 21's Joe Burns talked with Avion officials today and has more. Joe.
Joe Burns talked with first responders about those grants. He's here with details. Joe.
And our Joe Burns talked with local ski enthusiasts on how they stay prepared. Joe.
But first, Joe Burns is here now to tell us how crews are preparing for tomorrow morning. Joe.
Joe Burns talked with him and has more. Joe.
Our Joe Burns talked with both sides of the issue today and with some local veterans who've worked with that man. Joe.
Joe Burns talked to the first responders on the case. He joins us now with more. Joe.
Our Joe Burns is here to fill us in with the details we know so far.
Our Joe Burns talked to local medical marijuana clinics here in Central Oregon to hear what they had to say about that notice. What did they say, Joe?
Yeah, our Joe Burns talked with people on both sides of the debate tonight, and he's here with the story. Joe.
Joe Burns talked with a psychologist to find out.
Joe Burns was there to see all the action unfold and is back with the story. Joe.
Joe Burns talked with Flaherty late today. Joins us now with more. Joe.
Well, Joe Burns is here now with that story. Joe.
Right, our Joe Burns with a talk with one restoration service that is already preparing for this storm. He joins us now with their story. Joe.
Joe Burns is here to explain. Joe.
Joe Burns asked a local expert and joins us now with more. Joe.
Joe Burns is here with more on what Long had to say today. Joe.
Joe Burns joins us now with more. Joe.
Joe Burns is here to explain. Joe.
Joe Burns is just back from a regional meeting of 4-H leaders in Warm Springs tonight, where they, of course, were stunned by this news. Joe.
Joe Burns is here to explain. Joe.
Joe Burns joins us now with more on this story. And Joe, what exactly changed?
Yeah, Joe Burns talked with a wheat farmer and is here now with what he had to say about the situation. Joe.
Joe Burns talked with a psychologist. He's here now with more. Joe.
Joe Burns joins us now with more on that new service. Joe.
Joe Burns talked with COCC officials. He's back now with more. Joe.
Joe Burns talked with one man who says he'd rather give his money to someone else than to convicts. Joe.
Joe Burns talked with some of his friends and is here now with the story. Joe.
News Channel 21's Joe Burns talked with the bar manager. He joins us now with more. Joe.
News Channel 21's Joe Burns has been following this story. Joins us now with more. Joe.